Hey guys, today we are looking at a really nice 6-inch portable digital magnifier. Hang on, we'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Life. Welcome back to the channel where I help you learn how to live your best blind life. On this channel, I make videos about living life with vision impairment, tips and tricks videos, how-to videos, and an emphasis on assistive technology that can help make your life awesome. So if that kind of content sounds good to you, please consider subscribing to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted every time we put out a new video. So today we are taking a look at the Clover Looky 6. This is a 6-inch portable digital magnifier, HD magnifier. And I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, it's one of my favorite digital magnifiers that I've ever featured on the channel. So as always, we'll talk about the hardware, the form factor, then we'll do some demonstrations and see it in action. We're also going to be talking with some of the distributors of the Clover Looky 6 to get a little bit more information about some of its standout features. And something that we generally don't talk about here much on the channel is what happens after you purchase it. What kind of service can you expect if you were to get one of these devices? So stay tuned for that a little bit later in the video. All right, let's take a look at the device itself. It's in this soft padded zippered bag. This is not a hard case, it's just padded, but the inside is extremely soft. Oh my goodness, that's very soft. On the front of the device here, you have this massive 6-inch screen. This is a full HD screen. It's also a matte finish touch screen. So you also have these large high contrast, color contrast buttons that are tactile. You can use these to operate the device, but you can also control it by the touch screen. On the top here, across the top, we have an HDMI port. This is for connecting it to an external monitor. You have a micro USB port here for data transfer, and then you have a slot for a micro SD card. On the right side, you have the charging port. Left side at the top, you have the power button. Around back here, towards the top of the back, you have the camera, which is located in the center. On the upper left corner, upper right corner of the back, you have the LED lights. Then down here at the bottom, you have the handle. So this device can essentially be used in 3 different modes or 3 different configurations. You can simply hold it in your hand if you just want to quickly read something. This also does distance viewing, so if you're looking at something in the distance, you could hold it like this. The second mode would be more of a traditional magnifier, so the handle slides out and allows you to hold it in a much more traditional magnifier position, and you can do lots of different positions with that handle. And one thing to note before we move on to the next configuration, I really love seeing this on devices, and every time I see it, I definitely want to point it out, is that when using the handle, you can use it right-handed or flip it around, use it left-handed. So this is great. I love when devices take both left-handed and right-handed users into consideration. And then the third configuration is you can pop out the handle here, and it pops out as a little stand, a desktop stand. Puts the device at a nice 45-degree angle for reading on a flat surface. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on and check out how it functions. So the controls on the right side here, towards the bottom, we have the plus and the minus. This will increase and decrease magnification. You can click individually to jump up small increments of magnification, or you can press and hold to zoom all the way up to the highest magnification, which is 36 times magnification. On the left here, we have the button for color filters. Clicking it will just cycle through all the different color filters that are available. Just below that button is a dedicated color button. So once you've found the color filter that you like to use, if you want to jump back to full color, you just simply click that button. This is great because you can use the color filter while reading text, but then if you want to look at this picture over here, you can just jump back to full color to look at the images and then go right back to your favorite color filter. This top left button, the blue one, is the lines and blinds button. This puts the line on the screen here. and you can continue to click, cycle through the different lines and in the blinds. So if you prefer the reading blinds, prefer using those, you can, and of course zooming and all that works with the blinds on. Keep on pressing and eventually you get back to no lines or blinds. Then the orange button at the very upper right is your freeze frame. Pressing this will freeze frame the image, and you can then zoom in, zoom out. You can change your colors, you can do whatever you'd like to with that image. Pressing it again goes back to live mode, live view. Being able to take a picture comes in very handy in those situations where maybe something is down too low or up too high and you just can't reach it very easily. You can snap a picture, bring it close to you, and then see it on the screen, zoom in, whatever you need to do. So, very convenient having those tactile buttons for controlling the device, but as I said before, it's also a touch screen. So I can do pinch to zoom, zoom in, zoom out. You can also move the image around when you're zoomed in. This works in live view. This also works in freeze frame. You can zoom in and move it around as well. We can jump into a menu. To do that, you click the power button while the device is turned on. Across the top here you have volume slider and a brightness slider, as well as an indicator for the current battery level. Then the controls at the bottom, you can turn on or off the autofocus. You can turn on or off the light around the back here. So if you see my light's on, and then I can turn it off. That's pretty handy if you're just in a well-lit area, you just don't need the light, or if you're using the device for distance viewing, you don't need the light, so you can turn that off. Then you can turn off vibration or disable the sleep mode where it will automatically turn off after a certain period of time. This also has a couple hidden menus. If I long press, click and hold the color filter button, feel a vibration, and then it jumps me into the color filter menu. In here, this is fantastic. I love this. I love when devices have this option. I can customize which colors show up in the color filter list. So for example, if I'm never gonna use these blues, yellows and blues, they just don't do anything for me. I'm never gonna use them. I can turn them off just by tapping them. Puts a little red line through it. Now when I go back to the color filters, those yellows and blues just don't show up in the list at all. So along with being able to take a freeze frame image, you can also take a picture and save it to a gallery. And what's cool about that is you can also assign a voice message to accompany that picture in the gallery, which you'll be able to play later on when looking at that picture. So the way that works is we're going to press and hold, long press the freeze frame button until it takes the picture. As soon as it takes a picture, you'll be given the option to record the message. This is a picture of a magazine cover. And I can play that if I want to.
This is a picture of a magazine cover.
And now that voice message has been saved with this picture. Press the freeze frame button again to go back to live view. If I want to jump into the gallery and look at the images I've taken, you long press the true color button, which is the bottom left button. Press and hold that down until we get into the gallery. Here is the gallery. So now we can go through and look at all of our pictures. This will hold about 2 gigabytes worth of pictures, which is a lot of pictures. If I want to hear the message associated with the picture, I just tap the little voice icon in the upper right corner of the picture.
This is a picture of a magazine cover.
If I want to look at that picture full screen, I just touch it again and it brings it up full screen. And just like before, I can interact with this picture. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, I can move it around the screen. I could change the different color filters if I wanted to. and then pressing the freeze frame button takes me back to the gallery. And then finally, the Clover Looky 6 also has distance viewing. This is a great feature. Not all digital magnifiers have this, but this allows you to essentially use it as kind of like electronic binoculars. You can hold it up and zoom into objects in the distance and see them on the screen. You can see here that I'm able to zoom in on my buddy Grover and see him really well, even though he's about 15 feet away from me. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, I can snap a picture if I want. All in all, it just works really well. And that is it, guys. That's the basic operations of the Clover Looky 6. Real quickly though, let's talk to some of the distributors of the device, find out what they think are some of the standout features, who this might be a good device for, how to get it, and what happens after you get it. Okay guys, so we are here with some of the distributors of the Clover Looky 6. We have Adam Palmer and Malik Johnson from Palmer Vision, and Pete Andalina from alpha-sensory.com. Okay Adam, so let's start with you. So what do you think are some of the standout features of the Clover Looky 6, and who do you think this would be a good product for?
Sam, thank you. I think this product is really good for people with RP as well as macular degeneration. It's got a nice wide screen to it. What I found that was very helpful to the actual feature is how the handle pulls out as well as the leg kick out is all one piece. That is so simple, so easy to use, and then probably even more importantly, when you start pressing a bunch of buttons on most of these magnifiers, the color button always goes through all the series, but there's a single button. You can press it, and quickly it goes right back to your original feed.
All right, Pete, so Adam talked about some of the features. What situations do you think this would be good for some of your clients? What do you think it would help them with?
Well, Sam, first of all, because it's so pocket-sized, it's going to easily travel into a lot more situations than some of the other magnifiers will. And what I've found out in the field is that some clients that normally would rely on the large size CCTV for almost all of their needs are finding that a handheld magnifier such as the Clover Looky 6 is effective where other magnifiers of equivalent size were not effective in the past. And I think that's due to the extremely strong camera and the modern display technology and the anti-reflective coating on the screen.
Okay, and then so Malik, what about if people are interested in getting it? Can you give us some information about how they can do it? And then what happens, especially what happens afterwards as far as service?
Absolutely, Sam. So if you're looking to find the Looky/Clover 6, you can go to palmervision.com or you can call us at 888-645-9898. I'm option 1 and Adam Palmer is option 2. Or you can go to alpha-sensory.com or you can call him at 716-998-2594 and they'll be able to assist you with that as well. You asked us about after the purchase. Something that we really like to double down on is that you have our support throughout the life of that product. So if you need a little bit of training, if you need some help in situations where you can use it, you can still call on us and we'll walk you through everything. So if you get stuck in a menu or if you don't know what a button does after your initial training, we're here to help you.
And you guys offer a wide range of products too, not just the Clover Looky 6, but you guys also specialize with wearables if anybody's interested in that, right?
Absolutely. So we have a nice range of wearables that help with macular degeneration, Stargardts, or RP. We also have some desktop magnifiers that are portable, as well as larger items that are stationary. And then, like we're covering today, we have those handhelds for the spot reading and on the move.
All right, guys. So let's wrap it up. Let me give you my thoughts on the Clover Looky 6. What do I think about it? I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I think this is my favorite portable digital magnifier in this size. It just ticks all the boxes. It's got the physical buttons, it's got the touch screen, so you've got a variety of ways to control it. It has the handle that you can use as a traditional handheld magnifier. I love that it works for both right-handed and left-handed users. It's got a really impressive camera and screen. Even at high magnifications, you don't get any kind of distortion. It's still a very clear image. It's got a wide variety of color filters and then the ability to customize the color menu. Get rid of those colors that you're never gonna use so they don't even show up in the menu. I love that feature. And then of course the distance viewing. That's a great feature as well. Build wise, this thing is solid. That's the first thing, absolutely first thing I noticed when I took it out of the box and I pulled it out of the super comfy padded bag here, is how sturdy it is, how solid it feels. The handle feels incredibly solid. There's just the right amount of resistance in the handle, so the magnifier is not going to fall on you when you're using it with the handle. It's also, according to the website, is the thinnest handheld, 6-inch handheld digital magnifier. So all in all, I really don't have any negative things to say about it. So I'll have links down in the description for both palmervision.com and alpha-sensory.com where you can pick up this device for yourself. The price of the Clover Looky 6 is $795. And if you use the code BLINDLIFE, all lowercase, all one word, BLINDLIFE, you'll get free shipping on the device, which could save you a good chunk of change. So be sure to either use that code or let them know that Sam from The Blind Life sent you. But that's it for me, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. If you need anything from me, you've got questions, you want to chit chat about the device, let me know in the comments. What is this, the 50s? Why am I saying chit chat? If you like this video, you found it helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to check me out on other social media, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. Also down in the description are links to learn more about Blind Life merchandise and also how to further support the channel by becoming a Blind Life member. Really appreciate all the members out there already. That's it, guys. As always, Sam of the Blind Life. I will see you next time.